Hello everyone, this is the backstage video of how the mob trap is working, and yeah, some cool new things I've invented while creating this mob trap. Yeah, so let's begin. So what this mob trap features is water streams, which are somehow quite strange, as you can see here. They are just less than 8 blocks long and they don't connect, or also there's no sign in it. And the reason is very simple. You can just trick out the water so that it updates wrongly. So let's say you wanna shorten a short water stream. We need some water. Yeah, I'm using single player comments now, but also only for testing. Yeah, if I place a water block here, it will just flow to the right. Yeah, it was too short. Bad luck. So, again. So, and as you've seen perhaps, here is ice, so let's say you're in a snowy biome. You could just wait until everything is frozen. And this piston here is contracted so that the water flows down here. So let's open this one. So there's also a gap here now, and now I can close this one and the water won't flow to the right because it thinks that there's a hole here. And if I close this one, the water here doesn't update because yeah, it thinks that everything is okay here, but the mistake is over here. So what we have produced now is a short water stream which has which only goes to one side, and yeah, and which is shortened. So I could do this the same here. Just open this one, close this one, and close this one. And yeah, it's very useful for saving signs, cause yeah, you might think that why should I save signs if I'm using MacEdit to build such a huge farm? But signs are lagging your game. So normally you don't recognize this, but if you have more than several thousand signs in your world, which you will probably never have if you're not using any copying tool, but here you would have, and yeah, it starts lagging your game. Okay, so here's the proof that you can also make this for wider streams. You have just to make pistons which are below the ice. So we have two switches here. And yeah, they are just pulling the ice blocks. So now I can place water here. And then open this one. Close this one. And finally close this one. And what we got is a shortened water stream. And you could also remove the pistons and everything else afterwards. Next thing I wanted to show you is how the farm works. As you can see, there are shortened water streams here. Yeah, flies off. So the mobs are falling down here. How they are falling down I will show you afterwards. And landing here. Since there is water here, in this case they won't die and just be pushed here, and since this is too hate, they can just go down below here, and this is the option when the spawning, when the instant kill is switched off. I can switch it on. I just need some torches. Or some levers. Of course, these are all connected to the central lever in the mob processor in the farm. So now the water stream is so low that the monsters will die because there are fences below here, and as you know, fences are 1.5 blocks high, so there's just a half block deep water, which means that you will get fall damage. Ooh. As you've seen here. Also there's water here, and yeah, the monsters will die because it's high enough, and yeah, the items go down here and are pushed to the center. And now it starts raining, which is very uncool because it's lagging now. So I've switched off the rain now. Here you can see the lava is just for the look. It has no purpose. And yeah, let's go to free cam mode so I can go through the walls. So where is the center? I know it's quite dark in here, but that's how it's working. So here's the center, as you have probably seen in the previous video, and the items come down are in these two center streams and just come down here into the mob processor, as the mobs will also do. And they're coming from the sides here, where you can see I know it's very dark in here. Here are these monster killers, as I showed you. It's the same design as on the outside, with the fences which can be switched on or off. And here you can see the spawning pads. Yeah, I will show you them outside because there is light. Yeah, it's very useful, this mod, because otherwise I just would have to stack myself up all the time to show you how it's working. Yeah, and this design is from Robocast, and yeah, I just extended it. Here are the spawning pads. The monsters can spawn on the pressure plates, and these activates the pistons, which forces the mobs to fall down. I just show it. Yeah. Let's ride the shovel. So, if I step on the pressure plate, I will be pushed into the middle. I can't stay on there, and so the mobs will do, and they are instantly killed. And that's most important thing for a good working mob trap, to kill them as fast as possible. So, last thing to show. There are there are two floors. The reason is that if I just made one floor, the trap wouldn't be working as good, because the mobs just need too much time to fall down. So if perhaps it's even possible to make 3 floors, but you have also got to make sure that you have got enough spawning floors. I tested it out. If I'm using more, it's working worse, because the mobs will take more time when I am adding spawning floors, because they will sometimes spawn in the highest floors, and yeah, it's working a bit less, and also it's working less if I'm using less spawning floors, because then there are just too few spawning floors to keep up with the mob limit, as the mobs are killed so fast you need very many spawning floors. A normal mob trap has just needs to be much smaller, as you probably know, but yeah, this one kills the mobs so fast that you need very many spawning pads to make sure that you will always stay at the mob limit. Here you can see the wiring. It's very simple, just repeated pattern of redstone wire and redstone repeaters, which power the pistons here, and if they are activated the mobs can't spawn because there are piston because there are solid blocks above the pressure plates. So thank you for watching and see you next time. So this is a proof that this mob trap can handle over 130,000 items per hour. The problem is that it's running a bit slower when I'm recording, because the computer can't handle the mob trap and the recording at the same time. So I'm going inside the trap so that the items need as less time as possible. And yeah, I also hope that this will still work quite well, but you have to trust me that it's even a bit better working without frames. So 3, 2, 1, go. And this is why I'm using the double chest, because there are so many items that I cannot just fill my inventory completely. So, few seconds left. And stop. So, let the rest come down, because they are also produced within the 2 minutes. They are also counted, of course. They are just delayed because they need some time to get here. So we got 4,431 items, which is roughly 133,000 items per hour. And as I said, it's running even a bit faster when I'm not recording. So yeah, the best run I got was 139,000 items per hour.